All-Star second round foundation, why would that be even more special?
For me to be an all-star would mean a lot for the second round foundation. I think for me it's something I've always been focused on. It's been a goal of mine, obviously through team success. And so if I'm able to become an all-star, that's something that the people within the second round foundation can kind of lean on and say, hey, like, he's worked this hard to get to this point. And there's been adversity, there's been stuff going on, but he's been able to overcome that. And so if I can use that as an example and motivation for people to just continue to work as hard as they can in whatever they want to do, and they'll be able to achieve success.
Sandra, this holiday season, you've been very busy with Covenant House. What is one way Knicks fans at home can get involved?
Knicks fans can join Jalen and team up with him to support his campaign, See One, Send One. And whereas you can pledge any dollar amount for every three-pointer that Jalen makes, the donation goes to the Second Round Foundation. The campaign is the whole entire month of December, but it also goes throughout the entire season. So you can either donate a certain dollar amount or you can just do a flat donation.
Jalen, I probably know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Does it ever cross your mind when you knock down a three that you're helping?
It should, but I'm a little focused, so maybe not.
Oh, that's good.
But it's a good season to pick threes with the way you're shooting the three. How cool is it, though, to use your game in a way where Knicks fans can get involved, come on this ride with you, See One, Send One, and make a difference, too?
I think it's really cool. I think it's a unique experience for to everyone to help out, and it's a little incentive for me to play better. And so it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
The Second Round Foundation, tell us about it.
It's
The name is cool, by the way, so you also need to tell us about the name.
The name kind of comes, well, not kind of. The name comes from being drafted in the second round. It has to do with being overlooked, maybe not being appreciated to a certain extent. It's basically kind of, no matter what the perception is of you, no matter what people think of you or where they place you in their mind, it's all about how mentally you can overcome that just by being as positive, by working as hard as you can, and making sure you're putting yourself in the right position to be successful. And so with the Second Round Foundation, that name kind of just comes from literally that, making sure that you don't really care what people think of you. You don't really have to listen and believe what people think of you. It's all about the belief you have in yourself and all that and everything. And the Second Round Foundation just kind of embodies those characteristics. We want people to believe in themselves. We want people not to care what others think of them or say about them. It's all about how can you respond to certain situations to where you come out on top and you're really just putting yourself in that position to be the person you want to be.
We've talked about See One, Send One. What else is the Second Round Foundation doing in the community?
Second Round Foundation is actually looking to support organizations that provide access and equity and to children who are underserved. We feel as though through access, children can do anything. And sometimes they just need that extra push or support, whether it be financial, academics, or a place to stay. You know, we feel as though Second Round is an organization that can help fill the gap.
Jalen, it's been important to you to take the Second Round Foundation back to Stevenson High School, which has been such a huge place and holds such a special place in your heart. You had so much success there as a basketball player. You met your wife there, you proposed there, you go back there every year. Why is it that it means so much to you to give back?
I think it's very important to kind of give back to wherever you're from. The familiarity there and just knowing, having a sense of knowing what's going on in your area, it means a lot to me. And so the fact that I can do that is special. But you never really know when you're there or while you're growing up what other people are going through. You kind of think that everyone's on the same playing field, especially when you're in school, but it's really not the case at all. And so for us, now we want to make sure that everyone having the right resources or having enough resources to be on the same playing field as others. And so I think the Second Round Foundation is doing a great job of making sure that we're trying to level the playing field as best we can. And I think the more we get into it, the more that we do, it's going to be as level as it can be.
Jalen, you mentioned that this is going to be a lifelong project for you, the Second Round Foundation, your work with Covenant House. Your time as a basketball player is going to be short. What's your goal for this when you think long term?
My goal long term is just to be that supporting factor as long as I can. And I know that I've always been able to give back to the places or the people that have given to me. And so it's kind of my way of paying respects and also just being the person I knew I wanted to be, whether I was a basketball player or not. And I've always thought that giving back is the best way to keep this world moving forward. And so at Stevenson, I've helped with scholarship funds for college. I've done things with the health and development of young adults and young athletes at Stevenson. So I'm just trying my best to be the person I wanted to be my entire life. It's just someone who can give back.